essential oils. It's not. There you go. Hello, friends. Today we're going to talk about the Wonderland system. And for those of you who don't know, the Wonderland system was introduced on TikTok and got a lot of controversy around it because it was about someone who was speculated to be faking DID. For those of you who don't know, DID stands for dissociative identity disorder. It is a mental health condition. Where am I going? Okay. Hey friends, what's up? Today we're going to be talking about the Wonderland system. For those of you who don't know, the Wonderland system was introduced on TikTok and sparked controversy due to users speculating that this TikTok creator was faking DID. For those of you who don't know what DID stands for, it stands for Dissociative Identity Disorder. It's a mental health condition, and if you're living with DID, it means you have two or more identities in your body. These personalities control your behavior at different times. Each identity has its own personal history, traits, likes, and dislikes. DID is often formed due to extreme trauma in childhood, and it is a coping mechanism when you make multiple personalities to deal with whatever is set your way. Now, the Wonderland system is made up of 204 alters, which are names for the different personalities people have with DID, that all live within one host body. The host body uses they, them pronouns and is diagnosed with Tourette's. And that's why, as we go through all these different alters, each one of them will have Tourette's and stutter. And I'll insert clips and you'll see what I mean. Each alter having Tourette's is a reason why some people speculate that this user may not be actually having DID because they don't think that's true. They think that's false. But some, I guess, people who study psychology on TikTok, not licensed therapists, might I say that you can have Tourette's within multiple personalities and alters. So we don't know if that's true or not, but who fucking cares? The purpose of this video is not to send hate anyone's way. It is simply just a look at a very troubled individual, regardless of if DID is fake or not. Okay. So the Wonderland system is broken down into different subsystems. There's even a map and such. No, I don't like where this is going. Let's just keep going and we'll see if I can edit any of this. So one important thing that is listed is that some alters that host body has who doesn't go by a name. That's why I'm saying host, just because this person doesn't have one name that they go by. They go by all 204 alters. But some of these alters have their own alters, and so there's alters within alters, so it gets super confusing, and there's a lot of subsystems. So some of these names that I list off have almost no information about them, but it may be an alter that doesn't come out a lot, maybe an alter that's just a theory that she has that hasn't shown itself. But regardless, I'm going to list all known alters. It's not all 204. It is about 100 alters that have shown themselves either on TikTok or on Twitter or on many other social media sites. And yeah, we're just gonna get going. Okay, this is alphabetical. The first known alter is AJ. They use any pronouns. They have a stutter. They've never appeared on camera, and they potentially use Z-Them pronouns as well. Then there's a lowercase j, and they use 100% Z-Them pronouns, and they've posted on Discord before. That's how we know they exist. There's Alec, who's dating Sophie and has a degrading kink. There's Alice, who we just know about because she's active on Tumblr. There's Alistar, who's dating Raven and is possibly based off of a character from Ever After High. There's Alex, who we know from Discord. There's Amber, who's dating Ophelia. There's Anna, who's active on Tumblr. There's Arson, No info. There's Israel, who's dating Socks, who possibly is an OC from Undertale. There's Banshee. No info on Banshee. There's Basil, who's non-binary and fey gender, who's 18 and described as a host, so it's one of the people that we see presenting a lot. There's Beatrix, who goes by she, they. They, at one point, had pink hair, and maybe is based off of Bellatrix from Harry Potter. There's Belle, who's based off of Belle Delphine. There's Ben, who goes by he, him, and just speaks with a British accent. There's Billy, who's dating Foster. There's Blossom, who's married to Hal. Yet again, I don't know who these people are, but this is the info I found on them. There's Bones, who's 19 and dating Zero. There's Brenda, who's dating Ty. There's Brennan, who goes by Annan, who's really into Sal Fisher and K-pop. And they have their own Spotify playlist where you can piece together through the songs that they're bisexual. There's Brian, who's dating Jay. There's Bunny. Big fan favorite is Bunny, who goes by she, they. She's dating Ellie. She has a very cheery personality, and she's often seen on the TikTok. I'll insert the clip of Bunny here. This could be the person that you guys know, and has a Spotify playlist that you can all access. There's Caleb, who's studying English. There's Casper, who's he, she, demigod, gay boy. This is their words, not mine. And is age 20 and is a persecutor. I don't know what that means. There's Kat, who's dating Day and is possibly based off of Jade from Victorious, even though she's dating Jade. I don't know. There's Connor, who's 19. He's one of the other hosts. He's a trauma holder. He has an alter within the altar who is another trauma holder, but we do not know their name. Wow. Connor must be a big one because there's a lot of info here. Connor is based off of a character from Dear Evan Hansen and is sad that their hair's cut too short. And they are usually do the makeup for their host. There's Corpse, who's just Corpse's husband, the Twitch streamer. There's Danny, who is a persecutor. Don't know what that means. She loves Melody Martinez, the guitar, and does a lot of lip syncing on TikTok. But she's not Republican. Don't worry. And she's fairly active on TikTok. It's someone that we see a lot while they're posting. There's Dexter, who is dating Jace. There's Diamond, who's active on Tumblr. There's Divinity, who's dating Jake. There's Dustin, who is a he, they, demi-boy, asexual. They're a protector type. They're really into zodiac signs. And they're possibly named after Dustin from Stranger Things. There's Echo, who goes by she, it, and they are the child of the altar group, but they will never appear on camera. There's Eleanor, who's dating Park, and possibly is based off of the characters Eleanor and Park. I don't know who they are. There's Ellie, who's dating Bunny, has her Spotify playlist. There's Elliot, he, him, who's also British, but, ticks a lot while singing. There's Emma, who's dating Wolf, possibly based on a character from Sekiro. And then there is Emma, dating Nathan. Ethan, who goes by he, they, z. Ethan is one of the main people that we see talking on camera a lot of the time. They're the main altar that's spoken up, about do not bully, do not send hate to the other altars. It is a big of, the front of, all the altars. It's who we see a lot, and they hate the term, lore when it comes to this altar universe. They see the Wonderland system as, one system, not as lore, so they don't like it. There's Evan, who's dating Connor, maybe from Dear Evan Hansen. There's Foster, who's dating Billy. There's Franbo Dagenhart, who is possibly the main character from the point-and-click adventure game, Franbo. There's Haku, who could be based on Haku from Spirited Away, and they also have their own Spotify playlist. Maybe I'll play some of these songs as I go through and edit this. There's Hannah, who's dating James. There's Hal, who's married to Blossom, and is possibly Hal from Howl's Moving Castle. There's Jace, who's dating Dexter. There's Jack, who is a bisexual and goes by he, him. There's Jackson, who's dating Lana, could possibly identify as a male. We don't know. And is Lana's boyfriend? Yet again, we don't know. There's Jade, who's dating Kat from iCarly, too. I think there's 2 Jades. It's weird. There's Jake, who's dating Definity. There's James, who's dating Hannah. There's a lot of dating. There's Jay, who's dating Brian. There's Jesse, who goes by she, they, cis female bisexual. They're 22. They're the caretaker of all the altars, and they changed their pronouns to she, they. There's Johnny F., who is self-described to host the system. He's a host. He is possibly related to John F. Kennedy, the 35th president of the United States, and is very active on Reddit. I love that for John F. Kennedy. He's a big fan of the TV show The Relentless, and listens to 21 Pilots. I bet John F. Kennedy would. There's Lana, who's dating that one guy, you know. Lana, age unknown, rule unknown, but really into Melanie Martinez. Seen that in multiple altars here. Must be like a big hit in the Wonderland community. Starts off every video apparently by going, so, hi. Maybe I can find a clip of that. I don't know. There's Lark, who's married to Rob. There's Larry Johnson, who's polyamorous and is dating both Sal and Travis, and is likely a reference to the Sally Face character from the Sally Face games, because that's their, like, persona they go by on Tumblr. There's Leaf, who's dating Melody. There's Lemon, who lives with Lime. There's Leonard, who has their own Spotify playlist. There's Lime, who goes by she, them pronouns. They're a non-binary lesbian. They're 17 to 23. Their age can slide depending on what they feel. They are a symptom holder. Their interests are frogs and mushrooms. They live with Lime. That's it. There's Malachi, who sings a lot, I guess. There's Mark, who's British, but that is not a consistent British accent. We have seen it dropped in many videos. There's Mika, who's dating Pepper. There's Melanie, who, yet again, maybe Melanie Martinez, another reoccurring character we're seeing here. There's, this is a good one, Misfortune Ramirez Hernandez, who is possibly the main character of the game, Little Misfortune, if you know what that is. There's Moon, who uses, like, hearts frequently. There's Nala, who's dating River. Nathan, dating Emily. There's Knight, listed just like an altar on Tumblr. There's Nikki, who goes by they, she pronouns. She's really into makeup and has a very high-pitched voice. There's Nurse, who's married to Ray. There's Oliver, who goes by he, him, and I love Oliver. Big Oliver fan here. He has a stutter and a lot of trauma. He's one of the trauma holders. There's Onks, who's married to Story. I don't know what these names are. There's Ophelia, who is another British person who's very shy and also shares like a conscious with Beatrix. And they're dating Ember. There's Paige, who's 20. That's all we got. There's Park, who's dating Eleanor. Eleanor and Park characters. There's Pepper, who's dating Mika. There's Puck, who his pronouns are he bone sketch, is a demi-boy, and is non-labeled sexuality. He's 18. He has no clue what his role is in the Wonderland system, but he can often host, and has her own Spotify playlist that mainly features My Chemical Romance. There's Raven, who's dating Alistar, and is possibly based off of Raven Queen from Ever After High. There's Ray, whose full name is Renesmee, like from Twilight. There's River, who's dating Nala. Rob, who's dating Lark. Well, actually, married to Lark. There's Rochelle, who's dating Venus. There's Sal Fisher, who's in a polyamorous relationship with Larry and Travis. There's Sayori, who goes by she, her, and is based off Sayori from Toki Toki Literature Club. There's Cyver, which is dating Sizer. There's Sizer, which is dating Cyver. There's Socks, which is dating Azriel. There's Sophie, which is dating Alec. There's Story, who's married to Onyx. I think like everyone here is in a relationship. There's Tilly, who's she, they, and is suggested to be gay, but like we have no proof of that. She's a former co-host who has her own Spotify playlist, and like is a big fan of 21 Pilots, Dear Evan Hansen, and Olivia Rodrigo. There's Tony, who uses he, him, and is yet again suggested to be gay, but we're unsure, and is a big Girl in Red fan. They have a gay flag on their Spotify playlist, which is why we think they're gay, but we like doesn't have a boyfriend or anything, so we're unsure. There's Tooth, who refuses to be in the videos because he thinks they're too cringy. Ironic, because his name is Tooth. There's Travis Phelps, who is in the polyamorous relationship with Larry and Sal. We know him well. There's Ty, who's dating Brendan. There's The Unknown. Okay. There's Venus, who's dating Rochelle, who possibly is based off of Venus Flytrap from the Monster High series. There's Wolf, who's dating Emma. There's Yama, personal favorite here. He, him, and is 1,000-year-old dragon. It's like kind of like the queen of the altars. There is Yuri, who's based off of Yuri on Ice's character. Yuri, they're a big fan of DDR. I don't know what that means. Yeah, okay. There's Z, who's emo, goes by they, them. There's Zero, who's dating Bones. There's an unnamed alter who is 2 years old, who's, I guess that's the youngest alter, even though we already have like a child alter that I listed before, but yeah, they are just like a child. I don't know. Don't have a name yet. Then there's another unnamed alter who's 60. Okay. And then just, there's like oh my god. There's nearly 100 unnamed alters we haven't been able to figure out yet, but there's such an extreme range. They can be demons, elves, fairies, ghosts, goblins, gods, sea monsters, aliens, angels, humans, hybrids, or skeletons. So, wow, that's intense. Okay, so that is a list of all of the alters. That took me 17 minutes to list them all off. That's crazy. But now that all the alters are listed, I'm going to break down into the Wonder system now that the alters are fully listed, I'm going to break down into how the Wonderland system is like actually set up. So there's a course of subsystems within the Wonderland, okay? So there's like one big universe. And if I can find a map, I'm going to insert it here. So there's the inner world, the island, and the underworld. So that's kind of crazy. The inner world is called A World Inside of Our Head, and it's named by Lana, of course, and the island takes place in the inner world, okay? And so every single alter who lives in the inner world where they have complete appearances, so every single alter, like all 204, live in the inner world, okay? And in this world, they have like full identities, full appearances, just like imagine like a society with people walking around. That's essentially what this is. It's just all of her alters and just in her head. And within some of those alters in the inner world, some of them can go to the island, okay? And the island is where the gatekeepers can go. So the gatekeepers are people who essentially like control this world. So not everyone can become a host. Not everyone can present in the body of like this host body. Only the gatekeepers can present. So some of these like alters will never see the light of day because the gatekeepers don't like them or won't let them go past. Wow, it's kind of crazy. So there's sectors. Give me 1 second. Video. Okay, I'm gonna pause.